Hello everyone, welcome to Khan Cloud Academy. So this course is for Linux and Linux for professionals, right? So I just written here some code. Linux is not just an operating system; it is a philosophy of freedom and collaboration. So what are we going to cover in this? You know, the unit first, and is getting started with GNU Linux. Unit 1, useful shortcuts. We'll talk about a little bit shortcuts. How we use file management commands, basic Linux utilities, searching for files by pattern in name and contents, file manipulation, and file directory details. So in the unit first, we're going to cover near about 7 topics. So unit 1, useful shortcuts. So as you know, Linux is majorly used, and if you don't know about the shortcuts, it's very difficult to work, and you keep searching, or Googling somewhere what we do have to do next. So, must be you are familiar with using the terminals. So, below is some examples of documents, assuming that you are using a POSIX compliance such as Bash, such JS and GSS shells. Okay. So how are you going to open a terminal? You have to use Control Alt T or Super T. So this is the basic command. Okay, you have to use to open the terminal directly. Cursor movement. So cursor movement basically, you have to use Control A plus A. Go to the beginning of the line you are currently typing on, or Control plus E. Go to the end of the line you are currently typing in. Control X, move between the beginning of the line and the current position of the cursor. Alt F, move cursor forward one word on the current line. Alt B, move cursor backward one word on the current line. Control F, move cursor backward one word on the current line. Control B, move cursor backward one character on the current line. And unit 1.1, uh, we have to continue this useful shortcuts. So text manipulation, how are you going to text manipulation? So you have to practice this using a VI editor or an editor, type something on just start doing this practice. Control plus U. You have to use control and key and U key. Then cut the line from the current position to the beginning of the line, adding it to the clipboard. If you are at the end of the line, cut the entire line. Control K, cut the line from the current position to the end of the line, adding it to them in the clipboard. If you are at the beginning of the line, cut the entire line. Control W, delete the word before the cursor, adding it to the clipboard. Control plus Y, paste the last thing from the clipboard that you cut recently. Undo the last delete at the current cursor position. Alt T, swap the last two words before the cursor. Alt L, make lowercase from cursor to the end word. Text manipulation. So in the text manipulation, basically you have to use Alt key plus U, make uppercase from the cursor to end of the word. Alt C, capitalize to end of the word, starting at cursor. Whole word if cursor is at the beginning of word. Alt D, delete the end of word starting at cursor. Whole word if cursor is at the beginning of the word. Alt plus dot, print the last word written in the previous command. Control T, swap the last two character before the cursor. So whenever you use text manipulation, you have to be very careful. Okay, whatever the command you're using. Generally, you use any shell scripting or something, or some file you are creating and making it on the Linux. Then we must aware about these shortcuts. History, how are you going to check? So Control R, let's you search through previous used command. Control G, if history searching for made without running a command. Okay. Control G lets you copy current matched command to command line without running it, allowing you to make Modification before running the command. Alt or revert any changes to a command you have pulled from history if you have edited it. Control P shows last executed command. Okay. Control N shows next executed command. And the terminal control. So terminal is also this everything you do with the terminal. So suppose you have to clear the screen. So generally we use clear. We can write a clear as well, or you can use control L command. So I will show you each and every commands. I will try to show you most of the commands, how to use on the terminal side. Control S stop all output to the screen. This is useful when running commands with lots of long outputs. But this does not stop the running command. Okay, suppose if you're giving some outputs and keep running like Kafka, if you're using a Kafka or giving some new brokers and keep updating, so where you can stop it, but actually it's running in the background. Control Q, resume output to the screen after stopping it in with Control S, Control C, and currently running process and return to prompt. So Control C basically we use whenever we running something and we have to stop it. Okay. Control D, log out of the current shell session, similar to the exit or logout command. So either you use exit command, logout command. Okay, same way you can use also Control D. This is the shortcut. In some commands, act and end of the file signal to indicate that a file end has been reached. Control Z, suspend the pause. Currently running foreground process which returns shell prompt. You can then use PG commands, allowing the process to run in the background. Okay, so this is what we have to use. Special characters, how you're going to use? So you have to use Control H as this is the kind of the space command, same as a backspace. Okay, Control Z, same as return. Control M, same as return. Historically carries return. Control I, same as tab. Control G, bell character. Control at the rate, null character. Escape if you press dead key, equivalent to the alt modifier. If you want to close your terminal, you have to press Control Shift W to close the terminal tab, particular terminal tab where you are working. And same way, you can use Control Shift Q to close the entire terminal. If any terminal is open, every terminal, suppose you are working on the multiple terminal, it will close all the entire terminal. So let's try to little bit do some practical, okay? And so this is my machine. I'm on the root close. So suppose go to the beginning of the line you are currently typing on. So suppose I have to type something. Okay, let me type. Uh, I am very good in Linux. You can see here. Now I'm going to press Control plus A. What happened? It will take me back to the here. Okay. Can I use notation? Right. See this? I am here now. I was here and it's come back to here. Okay. Same way, uh, we have to use Control E command. So what happens if you use Control E command? Go to the end of the line. So suppose I'm here, and if I press Control E command, it will take me to the last. And Control XX, Control command XX, it will select, move between the beginning of the line and the current position of the cursor. Okay, so beginning of the line means it's just leave I and came to here. Okay, so this is what it got selected, right? And Alt F, move cursor forward one word on the current line. So suppose I'm here, okay, and I'm going to press Alt plus F. I'm using Mac, so there's no Alt key, okay. So this is for the Windows maybe, okay, you try in the Windows, this commands. Alt B, you can try in the Windows. Control F. Control F if I press, move cursor forward one character on the current line. So Control F, look, see. it's forward. Okay. Control B is back. So how you use, arrows up, down, back, or backslash. So this is about the cursor movement. What we are discussing about, this is all about the control A command, control A command, E command, alt F, alt B, alt E. This is the cursor movement. Okay. So this is what we are talking about. Next, we have to discuss about text manipulation. So what is text manipulation? So suppose, let me write something first. Okay. I am good in singing. Okay. And I just make at the rate and anything to write. Okay. Now what I have to do, cut the line from the current position to the beginning of the line, adding it to the clipboard of, okay, if you are at the end of the line, cut the entire line. So what happened? If I press Control U, sorry, it's cut it. Okay. And if I press the Control K, cut the line from the current position at the end of the line, adding it to the clipboard if you are at the beginning of the line. So Control K, it's not taken because I have not put it in line here. So let me press Control Y. So whatever I, cut it from here, it will just copy it. So Control plus Y, we use to paste the last thing from the clipboard. Okay. So same way you have to try most of the command. I just giving some example over here, right? So use the cursor movement, use the text manipulation, and history you have to check. So history means history access likely resource through the previously used command. Okay. So if I press Control and R, it will give me the option to reverse a search, I search. Okay. So let's use search through previously used commands. Okay. Control G. If I press Control and plus Cap G, this will move back to me where from it's quit. You can say this, you're going to quit from the searching options. Okay. Control Z lets you copy current match command to command line without running it or allowing you to make modification before running the commands. So same way you have to check all the commands which I showed you in my previous slides. Try it. So there's a basically text manipulation, history access, and your cursor movement. And another topic is I can say the terminal control. How are you going to control the terminal? Okay. Control L clears the screen. So suppose I'm writing something. Okay. I am writing here something and press it. It's not found. I'm moving some other command. EWD. Okay. So suppose if I press um, so if I press Control L, what happened? Control and L shortcut. It's clear the all the commands. And same way, if I can say, I can use even clear also. If you write this also, you can also use the clear command, clear the screen. Okay, whatever you typed here. Or if you use Control H, it will give the same output. Okay. So same way you have to practice and closing the terminal shift, Control Shift W or Control Shift Q. So what I suggest you just practice whatever the commands I showed in this, slides over here, specific and everything. Thank you very much. Let's move to the next topic. Okay. So next topic is file management commands. So what do you understand from it? So Linux uses some, conventions for present and parent directories like directory and navigation commands. Okay, and utilities. So here, I showed you some command over here, directory navigation commands and utility. So what PW do, PWD do, okay, get the full path of the current working directory, CD hash, navigate to the last directory you were working in, CD tilde, or just a cd navigate to the current user's home directory. Cd dot dot go to the parent directory for current directory, mind the space between cd and dot dot. So you have to, whenever you run this command, you have to use cd space dot dot. Okay. So this is what. So let's a little bit check, how it's work about the file management commands. Okay. So here I am on the terminal right now, and we have to use some file management command, right? So suppose, let me clear the screen, and I'm here for so whenever you are in the terminal in Linux, you will be in what is called the current working directory. Often your command prompt will display either the full working directory or just the last part of the directory. Your prompt could look like one of the following. So how are you going to check this? Okay, okay, so how are you going to identify some directory, right? So not dir, ls hyphen al. I'm just listing it. Okay, this is the directories basically. It's a lot of directories here. Okay, let me clear this and go to type tilde slash some directory like dollar. So it says there's no such directory. Okay, or only you can type dollar. This command is not found. So basically, root, I'm in the root actually. Okay, suppose let me go to some user like cd, sorry, ls hyphen al. I have to check all this directory. So where the usr here, cd usr, okay, and we have to check ls hyphen al. So to give you all the details, right? Now you have to go where bin gams include library. So this is the basically of listing of time, but you have to manage the file. So manage the file basically you require to go with the first command like so. Therefore, if the current directory is home slash user or some directory, okay, then we have to use cd or some directory where you want to go. Okay. So there is some command like directory navigation we have to go. Okay. So what is the directory navigation? So directory navigation commands is like first one is the kind of pwd. Okay. And usually what we use for it, it will get the full path of the current working directory. Okay. Where I am in USR. Okay. But if I go to back and cd dot dot if I have to use, and if I run pwd, that will show me where I am. I am on the root. Okay. Now we have to press cd and tilde command. What the result is? Root. So it will take you, it will navigate you where is your home directory right now. Okay. Cd dot dot, it will go back. So I already am on the root. So that will be, here, this is my previous location. So it will put me here. Okay. So this is for how your directory navigation command is used. Okay. So generally 1, 2, 3, 4 commands is only the directory navigation. So next we can also talk about the navigation in the navigation setting, listing file inside a directory command. Okay. So suppose if I run ls hyphen l, what it will give you? List the file and directories in the current directory in long table format. It is recommended to use hyphen L, which is better readability. So what happens if I use ls hyphen L? It will give you the long commands. Okay. Same way, if I clear this, so you can view the better. ls hyphen space hyphen ld, or you can give any directory name. So I have to give any directory name. So it will list the that particular directory name. So let me check what I have ls. So suppose let's connect with this home. Okay. So ls hyphen ld, and I'm going to type this directory home. So it will give you what is inside the home. Okay. List information about the directory. So this is giving me about home. This is the permissions, root, groups, and user IDs, and when it was created. So this is how you get the information about using this command for this particular directory. Okay. ls hyphen a, what it is? List all the files, including the hidden one file names starting with a dot or hidden files in the Linux. So dots are the hidden files in the this one and this one. Okay. Same way you have to use ls hyphen, sorry, ls hyphen ls hyphen capital F. Append a symbol at the end of the file name to indicate if I have to use it. But I'm just running it, okay? So it will show me the location even. Means executable, slash means the directory. At the rate means symbolic link, okay? And is equal to, you have seen anything is equal to? No, not found. Okay. And pipe command is not there. Okay. So this is how you have to learn about each and everything, what it means. Okay. Somewhere is seeing a star. Stars means this is the executable. Stars means the executable files you can identify. Which, if in my folder or some data, if you got some from somewhere, you can get it easily with this executable files as well. So this is how you list your commands. Okay. So let's try next command is ls hyphen lt. So what it returns, list the files sorted by last modified time with most recently modified file showing at the top. Remember, IL options provides the long format which has better readability. Okay, so this is what it get modified. Latest 1815. So something is giving you time, date with date ways. Jan 19, 18, 15, kind of thing. Going to the older one. Okay. Okay, so let me clear the screen and move to the next command ls hyphen lh. So list the file size in human readable format. This is what it is means. Human readable format. Okay. So ls hyphen lr l capital R. So it will give you shows all subdirectories recursively. You see this? Showing you all the subdirectories and just keep moving. Okay. So let me stop this. So this is how it is. You can just search each and every commands, bring up, you know. Okay. Now we have to check or run tree format. So let me clear the screen first. It's clear now. So tree command. So tree command will generate a tree representation of the file system starting from the current directory. So let me press tree. It's not found. So we have to install this. Okay. So I'm in the root and it needs some. I'm using Ubuntu basically. So apt install tree. So it's going to start. I'm saying okay. So if some package is missing, if you're trying some command, just try to install it. Okay, simple. So I think it's done. Okay. Now if I press tree, it will give me some format in the tree format. I am in the root, so it will giving me all the machine's details in the tree format. You seeing this? X, Y, Z, where is the file is there, why is here and there. So this is the basic commands. If you are a beginner, you're going to start this course. Guys, I'm saying Linux knowledge you will gain only by the practicing things. If you're not practicing daily or weekly or monthly, you will be forget all the commands very soon. Okay. So, okay. So let me clear the screen. What is the command I told you? Shift plus L. Sorry, Control plus L. If you press, it will give you the clear screen. Okay. Now we have to little bit check file directory creation, copy and removing the commands. Okay. So copy command basically we use. So this is a CP command. So let's create two file or how you create a file. So okay, let me check what file as I have. ls hyphen. So I have two hello.1 sh and hello.2 sh. So let's consider these two. Okay. And this is the files basically shell and we have to copy to somewhere else. Okay. And I will also show you, suppose XYZ. So let me cd XYZ and I will show you there is nothing inside. Okay. There is nothing. It's just a directory or you can say the folder in the Windows. But Linux we use which we call as a directory. Okay. So XYZ I don't have anything. I'm going to back cd dot command and I'm going to use cp any copy command hyphen p. Now I have to fill the source. The source I will say dot slash and hello one dot sh. Okay. And what is the location of the destination slash xyz. Okay. It's done. Now I'm going to cd and slash xyz. I will check all the files. Hello sh I copied from root to inside this xyz folder. Okay. So this is how you have to use copy command and other copy command like cp hyphen r capital R source directory destination directory you have to mention. Then after that you have to mention source from where you want to copy source dir directory and destination directory. We'll copy source directory to specific destination recursively. So even you can copy the entire directory to the somewhere else. This is what it's for cp-r. Moving a file, so we have to use mv and source file location to destination file location. This is what you have to do. You will copy source to destination file. So in Linux, there is a no rename command as such, hence mv moves or renames the file to file 2. So try this command, okay? Move used for the moves and renames both mv commands, okay? All right, so remove hyphen I file name, rm hyphen r directory name. So you just little bit, search and try to do. And how are you going to create a directory? mk, we have to use mkdir, create Linux study kind of, no gaps, Linux study folder. So it will create ls hyphen l. If I do listing, you can see this is already created Linux study. Okay. Now I have to remove this directory. So what the command I have to use? rmdir hyphen Linux. Just press tab. It will delete it. ls hyphen l. If I list it, You don't see any name of this file which does not exist here, which we created recently. It's cool. Same way, we have to go for you use this commands, okay, creating directory history, creating many directories, give file creation. So file for the file creation, we can use touch, touch and file name. Give the file name like text.txt. It's created. How are you going to edit it? Vi text. You're here. If you press I, you go to the interactive mode. Interactive mode means you can type something here. Something I wanna write. How are you going to write this particular? Escape, colon, WQ, exclamation, and enter. It will write this. And what I write inside the text file, how do you check? Cat command, text. So it will give you something I wanna write. Okay. So this is what we have to use, your terminal to come comfortable with the Linux. So the way you are going to use this, you will be very, handy with those commands, right? Okay, so next little bit example is, file directory permission groups. How are you going to do that? So permission, we use kind of, ch mode and a specific file name you have to give, which is change the file permission specific, and U means user, G for group, O for others, plus add permission, remove permission, read permission, write permission, execute permission. Okay. So if I am writing, but I actually am in the root, if some other users we are switching, so it will not give you the permission to run some files. Either you have to use sudo command, or you must have the permission you write. So if you have to use ch mode, if I give 777 and the file name, suppose hello.sh, hello1.sh, so it will give me all the commands and executable, write permission, read, write permission, everything is here. Okay. Same way you have to practice for chown command, owner of the file name you can change group ownership of, you can change chgrp, you can change for the primary group ownership of directory and a directory name to group grp owners recursively. To change group ownership, if a directory and everything within the directory, use the command ch group hyphen p, and you have to write a group owner name and your directory name. This is how you can change. Okay. All right. Let's move to the next topic. Okay. So our next topic is hello world. So now you can, if you can write a type, or you can type the following code into your terminal, then press enter. What happened? Just print something. Okay. So let me clear the screen first and go to type echo and double quote hello world. What happened? It will print the same. So for printing something, we have to use echo in the Linux. Okay. Next topic is, basic Linux utilities. So Linux has a command for almost any task, and most of them are intuitive and easily interpreted, like getting help in Linux, help command you have to use, user identification and who is who in the Linux world, process related information. So you have to practice with more examples. That's it. Okay. So if I come to the, control plus to the terminal, okay, and practice this command. So, getting help in Linux, what the command you have to use is man command. So if I enter man command, or man is not installed, what I'm guessing, man. So read the manual page of any name. Okay, if something is you have to read. Okay, read the manual page of name related to the given subsection or man hyphen k. So man hyphen k apropos what? It's asking us. Output all the software whose man page contains editor keywords. Okay, and same just like a help. So it will give you bunch of things. Okay, so man apropos for the editors and help command in bash shell. This will display the list of available bash commands. So you can see here, it's showing me a lot of commands over here, the break. If I go up, let me try to go up. It's showing here. So GNU based version, blah blah, it's showing me. A star next to the name of the command is disabled. So job specification, history specification, killing any process, job, if commands, then commands, aliases, BG, job specific binding, break bulletins, everything you can see here. Okay, you see this time you can see. So if I type time, using a real user system is user date. So this is how you, if you are somewhere you got stuck and you don't know, you just type the help command and the command name, it will give you the some command names. Okay. Same way you have to get info about the info. Okay. So info, it will give you all the details related to all the info commands. You see this? Just press tab, find, actions. Okay. Then press Control C to come back to the your previous screen. So first try to learn the basic utilities, how you're going to use it. All right. Okay, and other commands are like less. If you want to search something less, then you have to use less command. Okay. Return description of all available packages. Or you have to use this ls hyphen h, about something, some logs you are checking. So when you are checking some logs, then its command is ls tail. This is what going to help you. If any package you want to use, like dpkg hyphen l. So suppose I have to check some dpkg hyphen l. So it will give me which package installed in my machine. You see here this? Install, remove, add user, Ansible. Lot of things is installed here, yeah. Ubuntu. Okay. Keep press tabbing, it will give you all the details. So this is how you can search about the packages which is installed in your computer. Or you want to grep about something. Suppose I have to grep about the media types or what I say, Ansible. Let's talk about Ansible, okay? So let me go up and check the what the Ansible means here. Go up, 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 up. Okay. All right. So let me clear the screen. Pressing Control C. Clear the screen. Okay. Now I have to check the packages for Ansible. Okay. So deep, what the command I run last time? dpkg hyphen l, and we have to use pipe. This is the pipe basically you use. The single line is near to your return or in near the between the delete and return key on the top right side of your keyboard. Then we have to use grep hyphen I. We have to use, and what we have to edit Ansible. Let's see if it's giving us. Yeah, it's giving me RC Ansible core all. Ansible IT for the automation and 2.5 ZPJME. This is what it is installed here. So this is how you can get it here. As if I remove this Ansible and give some like top package. So this will give you what is that htop. Htop command basically we use to check what is the process is running on here. You see this CPU and memory utilization. Okay. So I'm not going to dig more on this. You try by yourself. Okay. And less command basically return the description of all available packages. Okay. Less is asking for the file name you're missing. So less Ansible. So no such file or directory is available. So this is basically a package, not a file or directory. So if I type less and XYZ, okay, we are typing here. XYZ is a directory. So it will tell you what is this actually. XYZ is a directory. And what about less shell hello, sorry, hello one that says it will give you about you who what inside we are written here. Okay, you are fractionating, you are who are you, read name, hello name, and hello is the end. This is the shell for scripting. Okay, so you need to learn very carefully about the Linux, and you really need a very cool mind when you learn about the Linux. Be consistent and start learning. That's it. Second thing is how you use a command to check your system level information, right? So this is what it's all about. Escape. Okay. So let me clear this screen. Okay. So how you going to identify a user identification? Who is who in Linux world? So suppose you have to display your computer name. So what is the command you have to use? Host name. So my host name is client one. This is what is written here. I am on the root. This is my user ID and client one host I am working on. Okay. And pass WD basically we use to change the password. Okay. So it's asking what is we want to be new password. I don't want to change, so I'm gonna just press Control C. Or I can say so if you use this, it will stuck here. Okay. So I'm not going to change my password. Okay, so when you enter a new password, you will get the password updated successfully. Okay. Now I have to check who am I. There's a one command name who am I. Okay. I am root. Who who will give you all the sessions, you know. So list all the users currently logged in as a user. So this is what it gives you time, when, which IP they are using. Okay. And last, LAST last. Sorry, LAST. Sorry, last command. So last command give you the exact information about the system when somebody tried to access which IP, everything. See, there's a lot of bunch of details is here. Okay. So what I recommend you just practice this. This is the very basic course I'm trying to create for the professionals. And if anybody don't know the Linux, they can read it and start learning on it. Okay, so if you want to check last root, so WMP begins Thursday. This is what I tried to log in on this machine. So this is what it's live only. Okay. And last TB shows all bad logins attempt into the system. So this command basically is very good. If you want to see who is trying to log in on your machine, last B, press. BTBMP begins on Monday. There's something 1 January, someone trying to log in on this. Chmod, changing permission, read, write, execute, or the file directory. So this is what we have to use. Okay. So basically chmod is saying if you use some more help, it will give you the more options what is going to be done. So this is how you have to use your help commands. Okay. And a few more things is here. The process related, information. This is what the third point, all right? So suppose if I run top command, it gave me all the information related to my CPU machines with the current machine is running. So this is how it's showing and keep popping up. Okay, just keep running. You see it? So I'm pressing this control cell to stop this, but in background it's working fine. PS command, PS basically list process currently running on your current shell. So if I run this, so this is what the process is running in my current shell. Okay. Same way we have to use ps hyphen u, and I have to check for the root user. So it will what it is going to show us? It's going to list all of the process and commands root is running. See. So this is what root basically is eligible to run a lot of things. Keep scrolling and keep seeing it. Now I'm going to show you the PS about or UX. So list all the process by all user on the current system. So I think this is me only using, I mean the root user. So it will show me all the agents, what do I use, what I not. Root. You see this? Only the root. Root is talking about root only. So this is what is all about. So next topic is searching for files by patterns in name and content. Okay. So keep practicing, guys. So a common and task of someone using the Linux command line shell is to search for files, directories with a certain name or containing certain text. There are two commands you should familiarize yourself with in order to accomplish this. Mm. Okay. Suppose I have to find command I have to use under var, and you have to give the name like hello. Okay. So it says there is no file and directory. So let's go to the var directory and ls hyphen l. Check what you have. I have it in the backup crash library, and let me create one file, or you can say just create a file. So touch um Khan cloud dot css. Just create a file. This is done. Now I'm moving back to root, and I have to run the command which I'm trying to search. So this is the find command. So in the var, I'm searching for uh, file name like Khan cloud, or you don't know Khan cloud. Okay. Uh, hyphen name and try to search. Maybe it's going to work or not. I don't know. But I'm trying to press star. Star is basically what the name of this kind of file. It will search for all dot css. Searching, no file is available. Okay. But this command is used for if you have a very big or logs you are checking, then you can customize this for the particular thing. So this will print out the full path file name to all files under var ww, or you can say whatever the Khan cloud that ends with css. So I don't have anything much created over here, or I can try to find something, find something in which folder I go, because this is the test machine. So let's have an A. Let's check in files first. Okay, dot ssh. How many ssh we can find? Okay, in the so either you can list or maybe some other user. So I'm going to use find command slash root, and I have to find the name like hello, and we have to do search like star dot sh. Hello hyphen name, and let's put the. So guys, I mean, you have to proper and give the proper information, otherwise you will not get it. This is how all about Linux. Okay, no such file or that is name of the hello. So suppose I'm going to write hello one. Okay, dot sh. Saying no. So basically you have to define first something like, Linux things. So this is how you have to use for the find commands. Okay. So I'm not going to dig more. I don't know why it's not working for me. Right. So you have to keep try this. Okay. And for more info, you have to use man find command. Both you can use simultaneously. Okay. See this. So it will give you a lot of search options. Find, search for the file or directory hierarchy. So when you work on the production environment or any manual your documentation on the Linux you are working, it's very useful commands for this. Okay. So grep already, told you that we have two files containing files. Okay. And another file. So you have to find the find commands, man find, grep font. Okay. So grep hyphen r font even uh, you're going to work like a grep hyphen r font var variable or a kind of HTML things you are working on. So this is how you use grep. Okay, and so colon and slash var slash if something you are created here. Okay, but I have not created in www dot, that's why we are not able to find out in our previous commands. Okay, and HTML, anything you can just try to search it. Okay. All right, so this is all about man grep, also man grep. So manage grep means anything. This is how it will show you about the grep commands, how you're going to use. Okay, the pattern, basic recursion, intention, fixed strings. So this is how you need to learn. How you're going to use this. The parameters you're passing or argument you can say you are passing. Okay, so let me clear the screen. Skin. Let's move to the next section. What is this? So next section is all about file manipulation. Files and directories, another name of for folders, are at the heart of Linux. So being able to create, view, move, and delete them from the command line is very important and quite powerful, you can say. Okay. Okay. So file manipulation basically, uh, so let's create a file. Okay. So how are you going to create a file? So I'm going to create touch and I have to give my file name is my file. So ls-al if I do, you can see here where it's got created. Touch my file is here. It's created, see, 19th Jan 1921. Okay. So I created a file. Now I have to rename this file. What I have to do? Rename this file. Okay. So rename means you have to use mv command. Your file name is my type file name, and I'm going to rename it as a my first file. So it's done. ls-l if I do, your file name is got changed by my first file. Okay. Same way if view the content of the file. So content I have not created anything. Vi my first file. Interactive mode pressing I and write something. A B C D D D blah blah blah. Anything you can write here. LD Washington DC America is great. People are great around the world. Okay, now I'm going to write. And now I have to see. So I have to use cat and file name, my first file. Sorry, I use wrong command. I don't know why it's pointed car. Cat my first command. So you see, whatever I inserted in the file, it is showing me here. Okay. Less my first file. So it will show me the less the in very short format. Okay. You see, you can see the compacted format, you can say. So Q press, then it will quit from here. Head my file. Head command is basically, uh, you know, yeah. So it should give me the top of this from the top to bottom. All right. Now I have to use tail command as well. Tail my. That's what I want to try to explain this in the previous example. So tail means it will show you kind of last few 3 4 lines. Okay. So edit a file. Edit a file. I already showed you we have to use VI, and VI means VI is the editor basically. Or you can even use Vim. I don't know Vim is installed or not. Vim my file. Vim is already installed here by default. If you press escape colon writing this WK, it will write it. Okay. And see the first file in your current working directory. So you have to press ls. So this is how showing you like this. In less means you are watching only the few in the few lines. But if you press if you type ls hyphen space hyphen l, it will give you all the list and detail of this particular things. So directory creation, it's very easy. Mkdir you have to use, and like my first my first directory. Okay, so it will create a my first directory folder name ls hyphen, or ls you can just write. You see here, this is my first directory has been created. Okay. Now, create a multi-path directory in two directories, source my and source my first directory. Okay. So how are you going to do this? You have to use mkdir hyphen p. Okay. Source hyphen my first directory. Source is created. Now I have to check ls and read it. cd my nothing. So this is how you have to practice. Okay. And change the name of the directory? So change the file name, change the directory name. You have to use mv command. mv command, which file you want to change, source, and what is the new name. So this is what you have to give. So suppose my directory name was my first directory, right? D, small d. Now I have to change. This is my last directory. This is my last directory. What are you going to change? So ls करूंगा. If I do ls, you don't see any name of the my first directory name. So it is going to be changed here. Okay. All right. Moving the file into directory, my first file you want to move. Okay. So suppose I want to move this file to in this directory. It will not show here. So what you have to use mv my first file to my last directory. Done. ls hyphen only ls you type. So you don't see this file name because it goes to this directory. So if I do cd my last directory, it will come here. You see this the file name. If I do cat, it will show me all the details here. Okay, so this file I moved to in this directory. Okay. Okay, so I think this is fair enough to do the practice with your Linux basics commands or use Google's and how to change directory. I'm using cd command, so I'm keeping moving here to there. This is what the cd command we have to use. Now let's delete the directory or directory. Okay, so cd if I move cd my last directory and let me remove the file over here. Okay, ls hyphen ls only. So this is one file. Rm command you have to use for deleting anything. So whatever the name you put, it will remove. Ls, you don't see anything. So this is how you have to remove it. Okay. Delete a file, delete an empty directory. So how are you going to delete it? Let me go back cd dot dot and delete this ls. Delete this directory. This is empty directory, right now. So I have to use rmdir command. For the directory, you have to use rmdir. For removing file, you have to use rm file name. Okay. My last done. Ls, you don't see this. Or rm text.txt done. Ls, you don't see this. So how you have to remove? Okay. Or suppose you have to delete something like an unempty. So xyz. So let me see if anything inside the xyz folder. Is anything there? Yeah, hello.ss file is there. Okay. Now I have to complete delete this xyz. How are you going to do that? cd dot dot. Let me go back first. Let me clear the screen. Okay. So ls I did. So this is the xyz. And I have to delete completely this one. So rm hyphen rf I have to use. This is a very dangerous command, guys. Be careful. Don't use this on the production side. Otherwise, your TL or manager will kill you. Okay. So I'm going to delete xyz. And if I do ls, you don't see this file. It's gone. Okay. All right. So next topic is file directory details. Okay. So the ls command has several options that can be used together to show more information. Right. So this guy is, you're seeing here, he's managing a lot of lists and files and this keep writing. Okay. So if I details and writes about the ls commands options, how you're going to take the permissions and all. So as I already shows you many commands previously as well, okay, that ls hyphen l basically give you the output like in every detail. So same way ls hyphen l if I use to give you the very details, structure of the listing of the files and folders, you know. So the which what is this about? What do you think about this? This LR, TR, WQR. So this is the permission format. This is the permission format. Okay, this is the permission format, and where R of RWX stands for if a file can be read. The W represents if the file can be modified. And the X stand for if file can be executed. X means executable. If permission is not granted, hyphen will be in place of R, W, or X. Okay. So nothing granted. So some permission is not there. So up top of this, you see here, every permission is here. Read, write, execute, read, write, execute, read, write, execute. So this is how it is. If hyphen or minus is there, you means permission is not granted here. Just keep in your mind. Okay. So from above, user can read and modify some files .txt, but the group has only read only writes permission. Okay, so this is how you read and write. Some user have read write permissions. The change to change the write permission, you have to use chmod command. The file name, if you have a sudo rights, use R. So R represents by a value of the value you're showing here somewhere. But R can be 4. W is represented by 2 and X is represented by 1. That is very important point, guys. Okay, so if you have a sudo, okay, you have sudo rights. So what you need to understand here, this line is very important. I'm telling you, whatever I'm typing here. I'm going to paste it, not pasting me, not a line. So, okay, let me edit some file like hello one and enter mode, and I'm typing something here. Yeah, okay. So what's written here? R is represented by a value of 4. W is represented by 2 and X is represented by 1. So this is how it is used when you do read write commands. Okay. So this is the theory you must learn about what is W, R, and X value in that. So just Google it and learn about it. Okay. So honor, okay. Honor means RWX, which is equal to 4 plus 2 plus 1. I'm just writing here. Okay, don't, this is not a command. Okay. And what about the group? This command is not found. What about the group? R not write permission. So I just put it a minus an X for executable. Skill 2, 4 plus not means 0 plus 1 skill 2. How much? 5. Same way, we have to other user. For the other user are not write permission, but so put it X and it is 4. Same 4 plus 4 plus 0, I guess, plus 1 is equal to 5. Okay. So what happened? So what is the whole command? Whole command becomes chmod. If you give me the full permission is this permission is 755. So this is how you have to calculate the permission, if anything word. But if I give you anybody, he got all the honor group other permission, read, write, and executable permissions. Okay. So suppose if I have to change some permissions, so let me see. You see here this file test.sh. What is the permission you have? Read, write, executable for the honor. For others, what we have? Sorry, group have execute and run. And X means only executable. Okay. Because I added the executable permission here. But if I give him chmod 777, to whom this file name is test.sh. Now if I check, now if I use this command, okay, this permission is going to be changed here. So this keep I. What is this test searches? It will give you the full permission. But previous screen, if I go, we go to the previous screen, what is showing us? You see this? We don't have permission. Now, what we have for this test search, every permission is mentioned here. Or the screw bonus. So, okay, so this is how we have to. We'll show you the something result like this. Okay. Readable size ls hyphen lh. Already told you ls hyphen ls. So this is how you have to use all the commands. Okay, this is the readable permissions. Hidden, you have to check what is the command of the hidden file check. Had ls hyphen a. So this is the dotted one is the hidden one. Okay, like profile. You can see bin boot, hello world, dev, home, cloud, everything is showing. And if you run, I don't know, that's what profile is working or not. Only I'm just trying. Okay, so don't try this command. Some text you test everything. Okay. Total directory size. How are you going to check the total directory size? ls hyphen s size. Yo. So try some wrong commands, some good commands. Okay, this is the size of the commands. Recursive view. Okay. So this is all about this particular course, and thanks for watching the videos. And I will see you in my next videos for the unit 2. So unit 2, we will discuss about the next video of the Linux learning. Okay. Thank you very much. Be focused. Keep learning. Have a nice day.